we're studying for the NASLA contractor licensing board PSI test for business and law certificate to get the new home builder or the GC license. It's a requirement. So contractor liable for cutting insurance. This page, I got questions that I was confused about from the last time I took the test, or the second time, and I thought the third time too. I haven't gone through and pulled the answers, but a lot of them are the same. But the GC is liable for the row, and that section almost seemed like the GC is just always liable. Like if you're in doubt, it's the contractor is liable. If you're in doubt, the insurance company doesn't owe him any money. And I don't know which questions I got wrong. So, don't take my word for it. Sediment, that's a question that they definitely ask. It's like definitely in the test, as they ask about stormwater runoff sediment. It's a question about why there's water pollution. And there's the same question, or a question about the same thing, the water pollution. Partnership. Responsibility. Of all members. Appeal committee within how many days? And it's 10. That's what I pulled out of the book last time I took it. So, they ask a lot of questions about how many days you have to notify people, send notifications, or liens, etc. And I figured out the word, or the word of thumb for this test is when they're asking how many days it is that you have to do something within, it's usually 10, except for when they talk about the to transmit injury info to OSHA, then it's 7 days. So the OSHA gets 7 days to put in the paperwork to tell them that there was an injury on the job. But basically, everybody else gets notice within 10 days. That there's liens, that there's appeal, the qualifying party left the job site. How many days to preserve lien rights? It's 120. That's a question that I would say to recognize that question, how they word it when you're taking the test. It's about how many days to obtain the lien rights, but the answers are like 120, 160, 200. So it's the 120. There's not like a 121 or like it's like there. It's all, you know, the numbers are something like 120, 140, 160, 200, and it's 120. Necessary vacation hours, none. So Fair Labor Act, nobody is gonna say I have the right to go on vacation. No, it's kind of hard to find for me in the book. Supplier walks off with $1,000 in materials. How much can he be told to pay for damages or whatever? Something like the question. And when they ask about somebody walking off with 1,000 in materials, the answer is 2,500. Pretty sure I put 2,500, and I hate it because I know that I got questions wrong, but I don't know what the questions were that I got wrong. And then like I hate that they categorize the questions as like project management. There's not a chapter that says project management, so it's like you can't go. Or like OSHA record keeping, like there's not a chapter in the book that's like the chapter of OSHA record keeping. Like this whole thing is like is not built for this test. It's built to make this test really hard. And yeah, up to 2,500 penalty. So the penalty for stealing is $2,500. That's what you gotta remember. You bid including accounting work. Yeah, you put accounting goes in the overhead for the company overhead. part of your company and the costs that the customer is using your company as a product. And to maintain a company, you have to maintain accounting, and that costs money, so you put that in the bill. Commercial. Oh, I got this question wrong on today's test. The magic answer is 750K. I put 900 as when can they have a CPA, do financial settlement for projects of less than, and then it's 500 to 900K. And then on this one, I wrote it as one of the questions that I wasn't sure. This is my questions I just wasn't sure about. I put something, and then I wrote the question for a bunch of them. I didn't have time to write all of them, but I just wrote some of them. And it's 750. I gotta remember that. And it's an open book test, but all the book is like not easy to go through. If you're opening the book during this open book test, you're basically screwed. It's like you're sitting there opening the book and letting everybody in the room know that you're screwed and you're gonna fail when you open the book at the open book test. So there is some training for today.